Even though LeBron James can opt out of his contract and become a free agent this summer, there doesn't seem to be much concern regarding his potential free agency for the Lakers. Many expect him to stay with LA one way or another. During the alternate broadcast of Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals, James' agent, Rich Paul, provided some insight.
Look, LeBron's a free agent. You have to decide, and I got to focus on his business, and he should be focused on his business, and let the Lakers hire whoever they want to hire. And he's always showed up and played for whatever coach is there.
It wouldn't be first take if we didn't have a little LeBron James. Stephen A., do you think LeBron should test the free agency waters?
Just stop. The brother ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying, y'all?
Thank you.
It's like, listen, and I kind of blame him to some degree because, you know, through his, you know, the Rich Pauls and whatever, you know, keep the intrigue going or whatever. For LeBron James to leave, the Lakers would have to do something so offensive to him as a man that he don't want to have nothing to do with it. And they ain't going to ever do that. Jeannie Buss loves this man. She values him. She knows how valuable he is. The man is an iconic brand, an iconic figure, and now he's in Tinseltown. You understand what I'm trying to say? LeBron James out here making movies, making shows, you know, conducting business. He's a brilliant businessman. The man's a billionaire, y'all. I mean, listen, he good, okay? Now, you got the 17th and the 55th pick, and we know all of that. And LeBron James want to sit up there and over it because you know what? Who's to say? Now, I know they're gonna lose their mind when I say what I'm about to say, but damn it, I'm going to say it. I got some calls over the weekend because the other day I was talking about LeBron James. I can assure you, Stephen, he had nothing to do with J.J. Redick. Stop. I didn't just stop it. Listen, I ain't saying, guys, that he got something to do with J.J. Redick. All I'm saying is you did you as former teammate. Nobody, you know who you are. Your damn near brothers. I mean, you should be. He should love you to death, right? Here's the deal, y'all. Darvin Ham is on the hot seat. LeBron James starts a podcast with J.J. Redick, who is an analyst who wants to be a coach, and then suddenly, okay, Darvin Ham gets fired. J.J. and him are still doing the podcast. J.J. is the leading candidate for the job, but has nothing to do with LeBron James. Has nothing to do with LeBron James whatsoever. Okay, fine. So 1 + 1 really does equal 4. I got it. I understand. Whatever. No problem. It's y'all business. But in the end, what it comes down to is this. You know what? No, you shouldn't test free agency. Stop wasting folks' time. But I don't mind him pretending to do so for the time being. If that means you might do what he wants you to do, like use that 55th pick on Bronny or something along those lines. If you're trying to manipulate the proceedings and all of that stuff to make that happen, although I wouldn't want that for Bronny because it would be so much pressure on him and stuff, I wouldn't want that for him. But damn it, I ain't mad at the man loving his son and trying to look out for his son. I'm never going to blame him for that. So I don't have a problem with it. He should pretend he's testing free agency, but actually doing it, we know that's a waste of time. It's an exercise of futility because LeBron James ain't going no damn place.
Yeah. Go ahead, Judy. I'm with you 1,000%, Stephen A. Man, you got a better chance of wrestling an alligator than getting Braun out of L.A. That man, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere at all. But I do not have a problem with him testing free agency. I do not have a problem with him flexing his muscle a little bit. I do not have a problem with him taking advantage of the situation that he's in and that he's earned. The draft is coming up. Free agency is coming up. Once again, like you said, J.J. Redick, the coaching situation is coming up. These are things that, regardless of whether he admits it or not, he has an impact on, he has a say on, and he has the opportunity to make these things go one way or the other.
LeBron James has always done, he's never signed a full max deal, 5 years, because he loves having control. He knows if he signs a 2+1, he's going to constantly put pressure on you because you're under the assumption that he just might leave. And so let's make sure we do everything we can to accommodate him both on and off the court. Yeah, I get it. Oh, LeBron, he don't want to care about the coach. Come on now. Let's be real. Yeah. Superstars controls the NBA. If they don't like a coach, he's not there. There's only one reason that Budenholzer is not there. Giannis didn't want him to be there. Adrian Griffin's not there. Giannis didn't want him to be there. That's the way it works. And LeBron James has just as much, if not more, control in that Lakers organization as Giannis has in Milwaukee. Yes, he's going to opt out. Then he can get the no trade, and he can get a little bit more money. He's just going. It's all going to be just pageantry. Man, if I'm any team, I'm not sending no plane. I'm not sending no representative. I ain't picking up no phone and calling Rich Paul. Y'all not finna waste my minute. I got Verizon minutes and I don't get weekends for free. And I ain't calling nobody.
You still got minutes.
Shannon, hold up 1 second. You don't think there's any team that should even try to make a push?
No. You're wasting your time.
It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. I will say this, though. I will say this. Listen, first of all, you look at it, and LeBron James, he's earned the right to do what he wants to do.
For sure.
And I get it. None of us are disputing that whatsoever. But I remember, and I've said this repeatedly, Shannon and UD, Jeannie Buss and I were talking. This is going in, not this past season, but the season before. She looked me dead in my face, and she said, there is nothing more important to me. There's no greater priority than making sure LeBron James is happy. He's everything to this franchise.
Yes.
That's what she said. Now, if that applied 2 years ago, it damn sure applied last year. It damn sure applies now. The only last thing I'll say is this. I know somebody that could give LeBron James a run for his money as a businessman. That's UD. How many people spend 20 years in Miami? That's a smart move. Yeah. Calm weather with no state income taxes. My brother.
Ain't lying.
That's a smart move.
If you guys think about it, name the only one superstar that we can think of in their history has ever left the Lakers, and that's Shaq.
Yes.
Magic didn't leave. Kareem didn't leave. Kobe didn't leave. Wilt got here and didn't leave. Jerry West never left. Elgin Baylor retired.
Shaq didn't want to leave. Shaq ultimately, listen, Dr. Buss was like, yo, it's him or Kobe. And he chose Kobe.
Yes.
That's what happened.
So, and LeBron once a superstar normally comes to L.A., they normally retire in L.A. LeBron is going to be no different than all those other guys that came via free agency. His last stop is not Cucamonga, it's L.A.
Now, Rich Paul, I'm going to throw out the butt. You know that, right? Rich Paul going to look for a text, UD. Look for a text. Rich Paul going to throw out a butt because that's Rich Paul. That's the super agent that he is. But in the end, we know where LeBron going to be.
Yeah. And most of the time when guys get to the end of their career and they make that move to go out to LA, they making that move for business, family, lifestyle, different things like that. These are the reasons why you make that move at that point in your career.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Shannon.
So we going to leave Tinseltown and Southern California to go back to Philly.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
You know, sometimes you have to apply pressure in life, right? So that's just what LeBron's doing.
There's some things you just
applying a little pressure to remind them, let's get the parts around me, because I could leave.
No, look, if I'm another team, I'm not wasting my time calling. It's just like me picking up the phone and trying to call Regina Hall. I know she ain't going to call me back, so I'm just wasting my time, Stephen A. I'm going to keep it moving.
I don't vibe with you. You got to have more confidence.
My brother. Shannon, where's your confidence?
If I call, I think I'm going to get a call back. That's just how I think.
I don't like to call. They got to see me in person.
I didn't say I would call. I'm just saying, but if you're going to call, you got to believe you're going to get the call back.
They got to see O'Shea in person. They need to see O'Shea. They got to see O'Shea in person.
Once they see you in person.
The phone call don't do me justice. My voice don't do me justice. You got to see this imposing figure for yourself. You got to lay eyes on this.
Uh-oh.
I have no comment. I ain't coming back from that. I ain't touching that. I ain't touching that, America. I ain't touching it.
You sound like the selfie king over there. You sound like the selfie king over there. We know you all in shape and all that. We understand. We get it. We get it.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear I pull up all brains. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA over here.